You can't keep doing this. You can't keep doing shitty things and then feel bad about yourself. Like that makes it okay. You need to be better.
Denzel Curry, born in 1995 in Carol City, Miami, began his creative journey as a poet, which later transitioned into rap during middle school. His early exposure to the vibrant Florida rap scene shaped his raw and aggressive style. He first gained recognition with his 2011 mixtape, King Remembered Underground Tape 1991-1995, a project that propelled him into the underground scene and landed him a spot in the influential Raider Clan collective. This group, led by Space Ghost Purp, had a significant impact on the emerging Miami sound, blending southern rap with dark, atmospheric beats and lo-fi aesthetics. Curry's time in Raider Clan was pivotal in honing his sound, but after the group disbanded in 2013, he focused on a solo career, releasing projects that showcased his evolution and willingness to push boundaries. His 32-cell Planet Shrooms EP in 2015 included the viral hit Ultimate, which put him in the mainstream spotlight. His 2016 album Imperial further cemented his place in the rap world, thanks to its aggressive energy and introspective lyrics addressing his struggles and the socio-political environment of the time. Curry's Taboo 2018 was a turning point in his career, noted for its ambitious three-act structure, tackling themes of mental health, personal trauma, and societal decay. This album was critically acclaimed for its bold experimentation, blending aggressive beats with introspective lyricism. The album's single Cloud Cobain is particularly notable for addressing the pressures of fame and the mental toll it takes on artists. Critics praised the album for its storytelling, with Curry showing artistic maturity and thematic depth. His follow-up, Zoo 2019, paid homage to his Miami roots, shifting from the introspection of Ta 13 to a more celebratory, party-driven sound. Zoo was hailed for its authenticity and high-energy production, capturing the spirit of his hometown. However, fans of his earlier work found it to be less introspective, although it displayed Curry's versatility and ability to pivot between different sonic moods. Curry's collaboration with Kenny Beats on the Unlocked Project 2020 further showcased his growth. Known for its experimental production and lo-fi aesthetic, Unlocked allowed Curry to explore a more playful and adventurous side of his music, further proving his ability to innovate within the genre. Melt My Eyes, See Your Future is Denzel Curry's 2022 album that showcases a shift in his musical direction, offering introspective lyrics and exploring themes of personal growth, mental health, and societal struggles. The album features a more mature sound, blending jazz, soulful beats, and alternative hip-hop, distancing itself from the aggressive tone of his earlier works like Ta 13 and Imperial. Notable tracks such as Walkin' and Troubles highlight Curry's journey towards self-reflection, making this a pivotal project in his discography. By the time King of the Mischievous South Vol. 2 was released, Denzel Curry had already cemented himself as one of the most forward-thinking artists in modern rap. His early Raider Clan days taught him the value of gritty, lo-fi production and rebellious energy, while albums like Taboo demonstrated his ability to infuse his music with social commentary and personal reflection. This project represents a culmination of Curry's artistic journey, melding the unfiltered aggression of his early work with the polished creativity seen in his later albums. His evolving sound is deeply rooted in punk, hardcore hip-hop, and southern rap, influenced by artists such as Tupac Shakur, Outkast, and Kid Cudi. His work also reflects the energy of punk rock bands like Bad Brains, blending their intensity with the storytelling power of hip-hop. Curry's willingness to experiment with different genres and alter egos shows his versatility and commitment to breaking traditional rap boundaries. His work on King of the Mischievous South Vol. 2 reflects this evolution, as it incorporates darker themes of mischief, rebellion, and personal identity while staying true to the raw, unapologetic sound that initially brought him fame. Before Denzel Curry became the hip-hop powerhouse we know today, his sound was already making waves in the underground scene, blending sharp lyricism with raw, rebellious energy. And today we're taking a deep dive into one of his early, pivotal projects, King of the Mischievous South Vol. 2. Released on June 12, 2012, King of the Mischievous South once stands as one of Denzel Curry's formative works. It came out during a critical period when the underground scene in South Florida was bubbling with creative experimentation. A young Denzel was just 17 at the time, and this mixtape was a continuation of his gritty, unapologetic sound that he'd been honing since the release of his debut project King Remembered Underground Tape 1991 to 1995 in 2011. At this point in his career, Denzel Curry was deeply entrenched in Raider Clan, the Miami-based hip-hop collective led by Space Ghost Perp. Raider Clan, as many know, was all about reviving the raw, lo-fi southern sound reminiscent of 90s Memphis rap and Houston's chopped and screwed style. This affiliation heavily influenced Curry's sound on King of the Mischievous South 2. In his early mixtapes, you can hear Denzel channeling that same dark, murky production that Space Ghost Perp popularized, mixed with his own aggressive lyrical style. He was still in the early stages of developing his unique voice, but you can already feel the raw energy and hunger that would later become central to projects like Nostalgic 64 and Imperial. So what's King of the Mischievous South 2 all about? Well, much like the name suggests, the album captures the chaotic, rebellious energy of the South, specifically Miami, where Curry grew up. Lyrically, Curry taps into themes of violence, power, and survival, reflecting the harsh realities of his environment. Tracks like Dark Violent or Zone 3 are perfect examples of this. Curry spits about navigating the dangerous streets of Carol City, blending street stories with vivid imagery that feels almost cinematic. But this project isn't just about aggression, there's a deep sense of rebellion too. Denzel positions himself as an outsider, someone who's challenging the norms and carving his own path. His flow is relentless, sometimes unpolished, but always passionate, which matches the themes of standing tall against adversity, refusing to conform to societal expectations. Musically, King of the Mischievous South 2 draws heavily from the southern rap styles that Denzel was immersed in. You can hear traces of Memphis horrorcore influence, think early 3-6 Mafia with dark, grimy beats that feel almost hypnotic. Add to that Space Ghost Perp's production touch, and you've got a project that feels both nostalgic and forward-thinking at the same time. King of the Mischievous South 2 might not be as polished as Denzel Curry's later works, but it's an essential piece of his journey. It's raw, it's rebellious, and it's full of that Miami energy that has always been at the heart of Curry's music. If you want to understand how Denzel evolved into the lyrical powerhouse he is today, you've got to start here where the mischief all began.
Denzel Curry is back to remind you why he is one of the deadliest lyricists out there. Ultra Shit from his latest album, King of the Mischievous South Volume 2. It's an all-out war zone, dark occult imagery, and the ruthless wordplay, all wrapped up in a hypnotic, head-banging beat that makes you feel like you are driving through hell at 100 miles per hour. This is Denzel at his most dangerous. Alright, no bullshit. Ultra Shit is a sonic equivalent of a blunt weapon. It smashes you right in the mouth and doesn't let up. Denzel Curry teams up with fellow Ultra Ground member, and they pay homage to the sound of early Southern horrorcore, channeling the triple flow of legends like Lord Infamous. Right from the jump, you can feel the influence of 3-6 Mafia bleeding into the track, especially in the production and eerie atmosphere. The hypnotic sound throughout the entire track comes from Tulu Keys on the Devil Shit, a dark underground anthem from the 90s. By using this as the main sample, Denzel dives so deep into the southern rap roots, reminding us where he came from, but also pushing boundaries of what that sound can do today. I will break down some bars because Denzel is spitting some serious venom on this track.
Give it up or you will be first 48, the first episode.
Straight up, Curry is telling you, don't to mess with them, or you're gonna end up missing. The first 48 refers to the crucial window of time when someone goes missing, and if they're not found in those first 48 hours, chances are they're gone for good. The threat is real. Denzel's putting his enemy on notice. Then he goes ballistic, literally.
Shooting ballistics all over the place like an astronaut. This plastic clock will knock your head to space.
He's comparing his shots to ballistic missiles, sending his enemies flying like astronauts into space. It's a violent metaphor that shows how detached and ruthless his mindset is. He's not just out to hurt, he's out to eliminate.
Nina, trick, have you seen her?
This line is a direct nod on the Devil Shit, further cementing the track's horrorcore roots. But Denzel take it to a whole new level. This ain't just about referencing the past. He's reanimating it, bringing this sound back into 2024 with a whole new intensity. Then, finally, we get one of the coldest lines in the whole track.
Talking that crazy shit, now look at you pushing up daisies, bitch.
Pushing up daisies is one of the oldest ways to say you are dead and buried. Denzel's not playing with metaphors here. This is straight up death. He's leading his enemies to know they are finished and there is no coming back. The fact that this phrase has been used by poets, in literature, and by other rappers, like Kendrick Lamar on For Sale Interlude, just shows how timeless and brutal it is. Montag Doneda, Mickey the Grand the Fifth, and the rest of the production team did a killer job here. The main sample, as I mentioned, came from 2 low keys on the Devil's, and it perfectly sets the tone for it. The eerie hypnotic beat pulls you into the trance, while the booming 808 and the haunting synths create an atmosphere that feels like horror movie soundtrack. You've got these subtle, word sounds layered in the background. These aren't your typical trap elements. It feels experimental of the Southern rap history, where things grim, dark, and sinister. So, what do we have in Ultra Sh.it? This track is a sonic assault, an homage to the grim underbelly of southern rap, where horrorcore and raw aggression blend seamlessly with a modern trap. Denzel's bars hit hard, and Kilayada's delivery adds that extra layer of authenticity, paying tribute to Lord Infamous while making sure that Denzel's voice is front and center. Brace yourself, because this one's coming in hot. Denzel Curry and Maxo Cream team up for Sh.it, and these two aren't pulling any punches. This track is a mix of raw violence, street survival, and sports metaphor layered on a monstrous beat that can shake your head on. This is Denzel's and Max's world, where blood on your kicks is just part of the daily grind, and every shot counts, both on the court and in the street. I'm Working on Dying is the producer tag that kicks off the track, introducing us to the working on Dying Collective. These guys have been instrumental in shaping the modern underground sound. And for this track, we've got OG Mean on the board, a key member of the collective. This dude been behind some of the hardest beats in the game, including Hit the Floor from the same album, which we're gonna discuss it later. But now, it's clear that Denzel trusts OG Mean to deliver the menacing energy that underpins Sh.it. Curry kicks things off by painting a picture of brutal street life, where violence is just part of the routine.
Wipe the blood on my kicks, I wash and I rinse, I do it like this, too fresh.
He is comparing wiping of the blood from his kicks to brushing his teeth, wash and rinse. That's the twisted normalcy we are dealing with here. It's almost like keeping his shoes cleaning as part of his daily hygiene routine. First to death, literally. This line also might not do his early track Blood on My Nikes, where Denzel wrestled with similar imagery of street violence and the aftermath.
Feel like JFK, I'm trying to keep my head on straight.
Denzel's wordplay here is both clever and dark as hell. He comparing himself to JFK, the US president assassinated by a shoot to a head in 1963, by saying he is trying to keep his head on straight. Denzel's implying that it's tough to stay a level ahead in a world where any moment could be your last. He is navigating his life with his back against the wall, where a stray shot could take him out anytime.
I'ma fuck a nigga up like Take Heath.
Now Maxo comes in with this bar referencing Take Heath, the producer behind hits like Look Alive with Drake and Blood Boy Jakey. Take Heath tags
Take Heath, fuck these niggas up.
has become iconic in modern rap. And here, Maxo flips it to say his chopper, aka his gun, will mess with someone up just as effectively. The aggression in Maxo's delivery is perfectly matched by the high energy beat. When Kareem steps in, he brings that Houston energy, comparing street life to a basketball game where every shot matters.
Denzel no Curry, shoot the 30 like Curry. Up the fire, he retired, tell him hang a nigga jersey.
Maxo's wordplay is on the point here. He's referencing Steph Curry, known for his deadly three-point shots, while cleverly trying into Denzel's last name Curry. But Maxo isn't just talking about basketball. This is about survival. Up the fire he retired, meaning if you come for him, he will shot, and you will be retired, aka dead. Hanging up the jersey is a clear metaphor for ending someone's life, just like how teams retire the jersey of their greatest player. Only here, it's far more sinister. OG Mean of Working on Dying handles the production on this track, and man, he doesn't disappoint. The beat on Sh.it is really good, perfectly matching the aggressive energy both Denzel and Maxo bring to the table. You've got distorted 808 that hit like gunshots, layered with sounds that make you feel like you are walking through a war zone. Then Cream keeps it rolling with more basketball reference.
Hold on, Master Kobe shoot like Jordan. Shot clock on the op, we scoring.
Maxo comparing himself to legends like Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. But this is far from simple sports reference. In the street, every move is calculated, every shot matters. The shot clock on the op, that means his enemies have limited time to act before Maxo makes his move. And when he does, he's scoring every time. It's a clever mix of basket terminology with the ruthless street life. So, what does Sh.it bring on the table? Violence, survival, and some of the best wordplay you all hear this year. Denzel Curry and Maxo Cream prove that they can effortlessly blend street stories with sport metaphors, all while riding a beat that's straight out of horror flick. OG Main's production provides the perfect backdrop, and the basketball imagery adds layers to the already aggressive tone. This track hits hard in every way possible, just like a well-laced punch. If you're looking for some southern rap that doesn't hold back, Sh.it is exactly what you
Nigga wanna set it off, set it right.
Yeah, never let no nigga trick you off these streets.